Once upon a time, in a faraway forest, there was a cozy little house surrounded by soft moss, blooming trees, and the fresh scent of grass. Inside this house lived an old wise owl named Luna. Luna was very kind and loved to watch the stars every night. Each evening, Luna would sit by the window and gaze at the twinkling lights in the sky, as if thousands of tiny candles were dancing in the darkness. One clear evening, when the sky was especially bright and the stars shone more brilliantly than usual, Luna noticed a special star. It sparkled brightly and slowly descended from the sky right to her little house. The star stopped in front of her window and gently said, "I am Star Sparkle, here to help you find peace and sweet dreams." Luna was surprised and smiled. He asked, "How can I find peace and sleep peacefully?" The star softly replied, "Just close your eyes, take a deep breath, and imagine a warm place, a cozy forest, soft grass, or a warm blanket. Feel how everything around you fills with calmness." The star began to tell Luna about the quiet sounds of the night, whispering wind in the leaves, gentle flowing of a stream, and soft singing of an owl. Each story filled Luna's heart with warmth and tranquility. He imagined how the wind gently caresses his wings and how the gentle sound of water lulls him to sleep. Gradually, Luna felt his eyelids grow heavy, and his breathing become calm and steady. He thanked Star Sparkle for her kind words and gentle light. At that moment, he felt as peaceful as that magical forest under the starry sky. The star continued to tell him how at night, the forest turns into a magical place, where every blade of grass glows softly, and nocturnal creatures rest after a long day. She spoke about how a gentle breeze rustles through the trees creating a soothing sound, about how the moonlight illuminates paths between trees with silvery light. Luna imagined this place, a warm forest under a starry sky. He could smell fresh grass and hear the quiet rustling of leaves. He pictured himself lying on soft grass or wrapped in a cozy blanket under an open sky. Everything was peaceful there, no wind or rain, only silence and shimmering stars. Star Sparkle kept telling him how every creature in the forest feels safe and calm at night. How owls quietly sing their songs for those who want to sleep. How tiny mice hide in their burrows after a long day. How frogs on the pond croak softly in harmony with the night's quiet. Gradually, Star Sparkle's voice grew softer and softer. Luna felt his body relax more and more, his muscles melting into calmness. His eyelids became heavy. He felt as peaceful as that enchanted forest under the starry sky. He thanked Star Sparkle for her kind words and gentle light. When he closed his eyes, he was surrounded by warm silence of night. He felt as peaceful as that forest under the stars, ready for sleep and new dreams. And so every night Luna remembered Star Sparkle's kind words and her magical glow. He allowed himself to drift into sweet dreams under twinkling stars, knowing that everything around him was filled with warmth, safety, and peace. Over time, Luna began noticing even more beauty around him. He saw the gentle glow of moonlight on water lakes, heard the soft rustling of leaves in the breeze, and felt the warmth of nighttime air on his wings. Every night became special, filled with calmness and comfort. And one morning he woke up feeling light-hearted and happy inside, because he knew his secret to peace. Just close your eyes, imagine a warm place, listen to quiet nighttime sounds. And so every night Luna would fall into sweet dreams under twinkling stars, knowing for sure, everything around him is filled with warmth, safety, and tranquility. Once upon a time, in a distant forest, there lived a little hedgehog named Tyoma. He was very curious and dreamed of uncovering all the secrets of his magical forest. Every day, Tyoma went for walks, exploring the trees, flowers, and small forest animals. One day, while wandering near an old oak tree, Tyoma heard a soft rustling sound. He cautiously approached and saw a tiny fairy named Lily, who was tangled in a spider web. Lily was very sad. She couldn't get out on her own. The hedgehog helped her out, and the fairy thanked him for his kindness. As a token of gratitude, Lily gave Tyoma a magic stone that could grant one wish. Tyoma thought about it and decided to wish that his forest would become even more beautiful and safer for all its inhabitants. Suddenly, the stone shone brightly, and the forest was filled with new flowers, colorful butterflies, and friendly animals. The next day, new friends appeared in the forest, a wise owl named Sava and a cheerful squirrel named Bella. Together they played, helped each other, and protected the forest from harm. But one night, a dark fog appeared in the forest. An evil witch wanted to steal Tyoma's magic stone and turn the forest into a gloomy place forever. The friends decided to join forces. Tyoma used his magic stone to create a glowing shield, and Owl came up with a cunning plan to catch the witch. Together, they managed to drive the evil witch out of their forest. The stone shone brightly again, and the forest became even more beautiful and safer. Tama realized that true magic is friendship and good deeds. From that day on, little Tyoma became the hero of his magical forest, with friends who are always there to face any adventure or challenge together. In a distant, quiet forest, where trees stretched their tall branches toward the sky and soft moss covered the ground, various animals lived. This forest was special. Harmony and tranquility reigned here, and every creature knew that it was important to listen to your heart and respect others. One day, a little rabbit named Timka woke up in the forest. He was very curious and wanted to learn everything about his friends. That night, he decided to go on a journey through the forest to meet each of its inhabitants. The first one he met was a wise owl named Siva. She was sitting on a branch of an old oak tree and looking intently at the stars. Timka quietly approached and asked, "Siva, tell me, how did you learn to listen so well to the silence of the night?" Siva smiled and replied, "I learned to listen not only to the sounds of the night, but also to my inner thoughts. Silence helps us hear what is hidden inside us. In tranquility, we can find answers to any questions." Timka thanked her and moved on. His next encounter was with a gentle fox named Lucy. She was sitting by a stream, washing her paws. Timka asked, "Lucy, how do you find peace in this noisy forest?" Lucy smiled gently and said, "I am learning to listen to my heart. When I feel anxiety or fear, I take a deep breath and imagine the warm sun. It fills me with peace." She patted Timka on the head and added, "Remember, there is a place of silence inside each of us. We can return there at any moment." Timka then went to see a little hedgehog named Tyoma. He was very shy and often hid under the leaves. Timka asked, "Tyoma, how do you cope with your anxiety?" Tyoma smiled and said, "I'm learning to accept myself as I am. When I feel lonely or scared, I remember my friends. After all, we are all together in this forest. And then it becomes easier for me." He laughed quietly and added, "The most important thing is to remember that even on the darkest nights, there is light inside us." As morning approached, Timka felt warmth in his heart. He realized that all his new friends had found peace by listening to themselves and respecting the feelings of others. Returning home under the soft moonlight, he fell asleep with a smile on his face, knowing that inside every animal there is its own silence and light. And from then on, harmony always reigned in the forest, because everyone knew that to find peace at night or during the day, you had to listen to yourself and respect the feelings of others.